Hi, I'm here talking with Matt Dunn of Bare Bones Sculptures.
Hi.
Hey, Matt. So good to see you. And I would love to have you tell us a little bit about what you do and what you're passionate about in your art.
What I do is I make steel sculpture in my garage, and that means welding and plasma cutting, lots of scrap metal, steel, stainless steel into animals and things inspired by nature, and it's a lot of fun.
I love the work that you do, and I follow along on Facebook and see all the cool stuff that you've been doing. And even though it's mostly nature, the thing I saw most recently that wasn't really nature, it was a robot.
Yeah, I love, yeah, so that was Johnny Five. That was a commission piece, and I love robots and mechanical stuff. So I do commission work, things, I kind of make whatever people ask me to make, and that propels me forward and makes me working in new ways. But mostly a lot of stuff I like is like animals and mostly fish is my favorite subject.
I love fish. And you work a lot with metals that take on different color hues and things.
Yeah, so I love changing the color of the metal, and that's with a blowtorch mostly. And I found that getting the grit really shiny, grinding the metal makes the color pop, especially when it's really clean. And I just blowtorch it, and it turns golden, and then purple and blue.
So it's
So
kind of like verdigris or something like that.
yeah, it's a fun process. It sure helps it pop.
I was a silversmith for a lot of years, and it's sort of the micro end of like when you're doing macro because you're working large, and I was working tiny, making little pieces of jewelry. But it was always fun to see how the torch changed the colors of metal.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts. It's usually the end process. Once everything is all put together and I know it looks like how I want it to look, then I'll take the blowtorch out and make it shiny. Um, but yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of it.
And I
Is
know you've done art for the regional art show at the art museum, and you were actually the top artist for that one year, weren't you?
yeah, so that was actually my first time ever participating in the Fitchburg Art Museum's annual summer exhibition. And I was fresh out of college, and I put Bare Bones, my recent sculpture, in, and it won first place in the sculpture category. And that was really amazing to me. I kind of looked around like, oh, people like this, like what I'm doing here, and so that really propelled me to like keep it up. Um, I look
I've watched in the last couple of years how you've sort of engaged the community in a lot of your art, like putting the was it butterflies or dragonflies?
So there's
Dragonflies.
the dragonfly scavenger hunt. I had this idea. Well, I'm making 1,000 dragonflies through the Fitchburg Cultural Council. I was approved a grant to finish my 1,000 dragonfly project, so I have the material coming. But those dragonflies, I hid them around the Fitchburg area, and I challenged people to go find them. And simultaneously, over 10 days, the community raised $1,000 for the Fitchburg Leominster Boys and Girls Club.
How
So I'll be
wonderful!
doing something similar like that coming up over summer.
Oh, that's so great. I love how your work is so much about the community and the environment that we live in here in Fitchburg, and just connecting with people. I think that that's been a theme among all the artists that I've talked to is, we don't create in a vacuum, right?
Hmm.
Like that, and there's so much about reaching everybody in the community.
Definitely the Fitchburg Art Stewards helped me get the mindset of how to reach out to my community and engage people and get me out of my comfort zone. And it really goes to show that you can do anything you want, you just have to do it, and then people respond to it. And it's just awesome being able to share what you love with other people in a positive way.
Absolutely. And like, finding your audience, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. So I'm really glad that you have. And I just want to ask you, so where can people find you if they want to know more about you?
I pretty much hang out on Facebook. Facebook.com barebones sculpture. I post on Instagram. I find that that is where a lot of people hang out, so that's where my audience is.
Excellent. Thanks so much for being here with us today. I hope you guys will check him out.
Thank